Alright, guys, I'm just gonna say it. I hate all of the New York influencers. I think that they're boring as fuck.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Amaomi aka Petite Diva, and in this video we are talking about influencers, specifically New York influencer. Now this video is inspired by a particular lady who came online to say that most New York influencers are boring, and that triggered a lot of reaction from people. Now I'd seen this situation happen quite some days ago, and I really did not think it was that big of a deal until I came across a People magazine article. And in that article, it was saying that the lady that I was just talking about, how New York influencers are boring, got fired because of the video. Then I had to go and check out the video and people's reaction to understand what exactly happened for her to get fired because of that video. So in this video, we're checking out our original video, people's reaction to what she said in the video, and then we'll also check out her saying what happened after she made the video, and then I'll come back to share my thoughts. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe, and don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now let's get into this video.
All right, guys, I'm just gonna say it. I hate all of the New York influencers. I think that they're boring as fuck, and they're all carbon copies of one another. They all wear the same exact fucking bracelets. They all have the same exact hand chains that someone else influenced them to get. Yeah, they all look like they shop on Revolve. They're all just like basic ass skinny, but they're skinny and pretty, so stuff looks cute on them, but boring. No hate. They just bore the fuck out of me. Does anyone else agree? Like, I feel like they should be the influencees, not the influencers.
Okay.
I don't know. Not even the New York ones. Just like all the, like, these girls. They all get panic attacks. They all shop on Revolve. They all boring.
Why is she mentioning
Revolve? Anyone
Revolve?
agrees? All right, guys. I'm just gonna say it. I hate all of the New York influencers. I think that they're
literally just came back from watching the ballet Swan Lake and went onto my TikTok and found out that there's New York City influencer drama about how they're all the same and kind of boring and privileged, and that's so funny because guess who wrote a book about it? Yeah, me. So I'm just gonna take this opportunity to self-promote and capitalize on the drama like an influencer would, even though I'm not an influencer. I don't know what I'm saying. Anyways, also realized I should have like fully thought out how I was going to connect my book to the drama, but it's midnight and I can't think that clearly, especially after watching Swan Lake. But this book talks about privilege and class and how that affects who grows up to be famous and who has access to what, and comes out April 29th, and it's fun and wacky and weird and a little bit scary, but mostly funny, but mostly fun and silly goofy time. Comes to Yellowface. I don't know, pre-order if you want to. That's an awful pitch, but it's midnight, sorry.
I'm just gonna say it. I hate all of the New York influencers. I think that they're boring as fuck. And
this take is missing something really crucial, and that's that these girls know that they're boring. It's a successful business model. That's all that it is. Like, these girls are making thousands of dollars being basic and boring. And if you want to follow creators that are unique and individual, that's totally valid. There's a huge appetite for that, rightly so. But there's also a huge appetite for aesthetic, conformity, and trending, and being, carbon copies. And there's nothing wrong with that. Again, if there wasn't this appetite, they wouldn't be so successful and making so much money. So, yes, follow the creators you want to follow that don't bore you, but why do we need to be tearing down an entire group of creators that are just minding their own business and getting their bag? And another thing, creators online don't owe us personality. They don't owe us their private lives. They don't owe us individuality. They're tapping into a market just like any other
making
creator.
the money.
And I think that's great.
all right, guys, I'm just gonna say it. I hate all of the New York influencers. I think that they're boring as fuck, and they're all carbon copies of one another. They all wear the same.
Y'all keep having the same conversation every 2 to 3 business days. I'm just going to say this right the F now. Diversify your FYP. If you did that, maybe you wouldn't be seeing the same influencers doing the same thing day in and day out. Y'all keep saying that you want to watch influencers with personalities, but let's keep it a buck. No, you don't.
True.
No, you don't, because if you did, your FYP would be a reflection of that. Y'all don't want to watch the girlies with personalities, or the ones that have an average home or an apartment, or the girlies who are 30 and over, or the ones who are working moms, or the stay-at-home moms who don't show or exploit their children. Y'all don't want to watch those type of girlies, because if you did, you wouldn't be watching the same basic and vanilla girlies. Because ain't no way you dead-ass sat there, recorded this, edit and posted this. We got girlies like Annie, Clark, Monet, Amy Kaylee. We have Sedoni. We also have girlies like Chelsea as of late. We have my homegirls, Polly Mars and Chinita Paisa. We also have another girlie of mine. Her name is Tatiana Angel, Angie Roman. We have Legally Priscilla. Like, you're gonna tell me you have never come across her? Can't forget Champagne Becca, and of course, Steffi. Out of all people, like, you don't have Steffi on your FYP? Shit, since y'all don't even like New Yorkers or native New Yorkers, and you want to have the transplants over here, I might as well throw in some Jersey girls as well. You have Alexia, Emily Moreno, you have Faith, you have Pamela Valdez. Shoot, even me, for crying out loud. All of the girlies that I just mentioned come from different backgrounds, are in different age brackets, and are in different stages in their lives. And above all, do not make the same boring and vanilla content. Yes, some of our content may intertwine with one another, but we don't make the same content. Like, you're gonna sit there and tell me that Sedoni, Annie, and Legally Priscilla, as well as Pamela Valdez, make the same content? Be for real. And I'm not gonna forget the girlies who... Como dice el dicho, yo solo hice un comentario al aire y al que le cayó, pues, look up the girlie that said that. She's a Colombian girl. Love her. And what that saying is trying to inference on is basically, if the shoe fits, lace them up. A lot of these New York girlies got offended or felt some type of way because they either duetted the video or made a separate video just kind of talking about it without mentioning it. Again, if the shoe fits, lace them up. All I'm saying is that if you're not seeing exciting content on your FYP and you're seeing carbon copies, I don't know, maybe the problem is you.
I hate all of the New York influencers. I think that they're boring as and they're all carbon copies of...
Your FYP is a reflection of you. And I am going to hold your hand with a Metro card in between as I tell you this. I looked at your following and, girl, you need to melanate that following a little bit more. And you're off to a great start. You followed Ayana. But here's a pro tip. Do not follow so many transplants, because they are going to give you a romanticized version of New York City, especially if they just moved here. You need to follow native New Yorkers, or New Yorkers who have been here for like 10 to 15 years and they're over it. They're just over the city, because they are going to show you the grittiness of it all, the real life of it all that you are so desperately searching for, versus someone who just recently came here in the past 4 years. Tyreek Told You is a perfect creator for your New York news. Carolyn Gray for your fashion. Chelsea as of late for lifestyle and fashion as well.
Oh,
but
okay,
there's so many of native New York girlies, or girlies who have been here for a minute, that you can definitely follow. Once your following reflects the diversity that makes up New York, your FYP will get better.
New York creators are not boring. And no, the argumentation that you need to melanate your FYP for your NY FYP to be funny, yeah, that's not true either. We have tons of non-melanated funny TikTok creators out of New York City. The problem is, you keep following monotone mommies. People getting up here whispering like this is the fucking Yin Yang Twins music video. This is the secret. If you want to be entertained by a New York creator, their accent has to make you want to fucking do, I don't know, like the Harlem Shake while eating a slice and John Cena jorts and some Timbs. You feel me? When you cuss out somebody, you want to tell them like your mother's a schmuck and she smells like a filter. You know, like, I don't know.
There is one thing more boring than a New York City influencer. It is listening to people get online and regurgitate the same exact tired opinion about why they hate them or why they don't. If I see another video of someone saying, here's an opinion I haven't seen yet on the New York City influencer drama, and the opinion is, oh, they're all just jealous. Oh my god. I have clicked I don't give a fuck on every single video, and I still get them every other scroll on my free page, and I can't listen anymore. I think this discourse is such a waste of time and energy.
Honestly.
Because what do you think you're doing? These people who have built followings from being boring
Nobody
have always been boring, if that's what you think they are. Everyone who already follows them already knows what they're like. If you don't like them, follow someone else who you like. If you like them, keep following them. Unfortunately, boring is subjective. So some things that I find boring, you probably don't find boring. And that's just how it is. Enjoy the creators you follow and unfollow the ones you don't enjoy.
Honestly.
As a content creator myself, I want to say thank you for this discourse that I'm seeing on my For You page about influencers. I know it's been specifically kind of about like New York City influencers and how just uniform and the same people are feeling like it is, because that's a good reminder for me as a creator to just be who I want to be instead of do the things that I feel like I should do because it will probably perform well, whether that be like analytically or in terms of conversions and clicks, etc., etc. I know that there were like a lot of points being made, but one thing that has kind of stuck with me is just the uniform conformity of the style for everybody. I think a big part of that is people are wearing what they can link, because when they can link things, they make affiliate commission. And also if their links convert well and they get a lot of clicks, then the brands that they are linking will notice them and they will come to them for campaigns. So like it makes sense that people are all kind of dressing the same, wearing the same things, because that's business.
Yeah.
And that's part of the job.
Yeah.
But I think that hearing all of this has encouraged me to like wear the things that I have in the back of my closet that I love, that are thrifted, that I can't link. And so some people might be disappointed that I can't link it and I might not make as many connections with brands or as much income through affiliate commission, but I can feel a little bit more individualistic and a little bit more myself in some ways. And so that's been nice. It's been a nice little reminder, you know? I'm gonna give myself full permission to just lean into Lighthouse Lady, because I think deep down that's who I am at my core, at least in this season of life.
I just can't relate to all these people hating on the New York City influencers, because they're all like so hot and bothered that all these girls do is like go to Pilates and like get matcha and they make like $1 million off of taking one pic of a shirt. Like, you're telling me if you got to do that, you wouldn't do that? These girls are lucky. Let's just chop it up to what it is. We're jealous.
Did I miss something? Or why is one random girl making a video saying that she thinks New York influencers are boring, causing them all to crash out? Because I've seen video after video after video of these girls crashing out. Girls, don't you get hate comments every day? All day, every day? Why is this one random comment striking a nerve in this way? I'm not saying this to be a hater. I'm just genuinely surprised that some of your guys' skin is this thin after being in the public eye for so long. Maybe I'm weird, but I love hate comments. I let through every single hate comment that I get that gets filtered out, unless it's like objectively offensive about other people or groups of people. But if it's just about me, I let that shit through and I laugh at it because it's really not that serious. I just feel like you guys are blowing it way out of proportion and it's making you look worse and it's further alienating you from your viewers. Because saying that any regular woman who has any critique of you is just a jealous, hateful bitch, it's not giving what you think it's giving. It's giving like, I know you are, but what am I? I know you're jealous, but what am I? Like, it's not, it doesn't hit. So just laugh it off. It's not that serious.
New York City influencers are not boring because who do you know that makes that much money doing whatever they want, lives in the coolest apartment out of all of your friends, gets the coolest, newest stuff sent to them from brands, gets to travel the world, go on the coolest trips, doing the coolest things, and everything else for work. Like, so I just can't wrap my head around it. Boring is the last word that I would use to describe New York City influencers.
Here's the thing about influencers that, like, the influencers are not understanding. It is 2025. Our president is our president, okay? We have too much going on. There's too much to worry about than me watching you unbox your 100 boxes of PR that you got for free, or me watching these influencers just go from influencer trip to influencer trip, drinking all day, while I am out here busting my ball, working a full-time job, posting on TikTok in my free time. That's what it is. It's like the unrelatableness that I just can't stand. I can't stand to sit here and scroll on an influencer just because their life looks so fabulous. It's like I literally don't care. Food influencers, the true crime influencers, even like the funny influencers, like the ones with personality who make me laugh, like Ken Urich. Those are people that like I will stop for when I'm scrolling on my For You page. But if you expect me just to comment, oh my god, I love you so much, I wish I was you, I wish this was my life, hell no. There are leaders and followers in this world, and I just refuse to be a follower. That's why I make TikToks. That's why like I barely even watch TikToks anymore. I just make my own TikToks. Because you can either be a consumer or you can be a creator. Give me something good to consume and I'll consume it.
My favorite part about the New York City influencer discourse is that no one tries to be from a city like New York. And it's so funny because any native New Yorker will tell you, if you were not born and raised here, if you did not go to public school, if you did not walk through metal detectors to get into high school, you're not from here. And that's okay. Rep your own city. You don't have to be from here to enjoy the city, but you also cannot live here and be like, I'm from New York, I'm a New Yorker. No, you're not. I can tell by the tone of your voice. Real New Yorkers are loud and opinionated. They always have been. But loud, opinionated women don't always, get all the love they deserve. So here we are. We got Regina George, Katie Heron. They're fucking putting on their Pilates. They're, twirling around the city. The real New Yorkers are in sweatpants and Air Force Ones going to get a coffee. It's never that fucking serious. It's never fucking serious.
Say because no one else wants to. Everyone's so focused on
this one has brought in
LA influencers are just
Los
as boring, if not
Angeles.
worse. I've been to parties with LA influencers and they will stare right through you when they speak, and the conversations are so boring. It's like, who does your Botox? Oh my god, I love that shirt. Where did you get it? Oh my god, what are you drinking? No, I'm not drinking right now. It is so hard to have conversations with them. And all their videos are either paid ads, which are just boring, or they're saying get ready with me's for places that you're never gonna go. And it's just like, it's unrelatable. It's so unrelatable. Not to mention,
To
every time they
you,
have tea or
might
drama,
be
it's all made up
relatable
so
to
that
some
their
other
engagement goes
people.
up or the audiences merge. It is literally all made up. Even when it's not made up, they're so fake about it that the next time they'll see the person in public, they'll just be like, oh hey, and they'll make up. Honestly, I prefer watching the smaller creators on this app anyway because they have a personality, they're funny, they're relatable, and they put time and effort into their video.
So we've seen what the creator had to say about the New York City influencers and why she thinks they are boring. We've also seen people react to it and explain why some of them are boring, and also explain why she's seeing those influencers on her For You page and how she can spice things up. I would love to hear your own thoughts about the whole issue. Do you think that New York City influencers are boring, or do you not care at all? Please leave your comment in the comment section. Now, like I said, I saw a People article saying that the lady who first started the whole New York City influencer boring conversation got fired from her workplace. So she apparently put up a follow-up video and replied somebody's comment saying that she got fired from her workplace.
Do you guys want to know what's crazy? Yeah, I lost my job because of that original video. I worked for the biggest luxury fashion brand in the world, and they were like, that's why I was bored, because they're obsessed with those girls. Like, it's crazy. It's like the only people they work with. But yeah, God forbid you speak your mind to your like 90 followers at the time you get clipped. But yeah, if you guys want to know the whole story and all the details, I'll be happy to share. But yeah, crazy, right? Anyway, stay boring, I guess, because if you're not, or you speak your mind, clipped, done.
Now, in the video, she said she worked at a luxury store, and most times that the luxury store always works with the boring influencer, and that's why she just made that video, because she found them boring. But our video, our statement kind of ruffled feathers at our workplace, and she got fired. She also said that she's going to make a sit down video, story time video, if people want. I didn't check back to see if people want, but if I find out that she has made that video, I would leave a link to the video so that you can go and watch the full story of how she got fired because of that video. Now, personally, I don't know why there's a discourse People were saying that they're boring because they do the same thing, they are unrealistic and the rest. But when you say they are unrealistic or unrelatable, I think people are putting themselves as their ideal market or as their ideal audience. Now, like the girl was saying in the video where she said that she got fired, that most of the time, the place that she was working with, they usually work with those boring influencers. It means that they are bringing value to the business. Now, you might think it's unrelatable to you, but there are some people that relate to it. There's some people that buy some of the stuff that they are showing, which is why they are still getting the PR packages and they are earning thousands and thousands of dollars. If that is what works for them, knowing that that is their job, knowing that that's what helps them to pay the bills, they are going to stay with the business model because it is a business model. Now, some days ago, one particular content creator was sharing that he made over $700,000 in 2024. Another creator in Canada, I think her name is Miss Darcy, and she said she made over 2 million Canadian dollars in 2024. And I think a major platform, even though I know she's on YouTube, is TikTok. And I know that Canada does not have the creators fund, the creators reward program.
I grossed $768,000 in 2024.
Ooh, hell yeah.
But then we have the net. So 768,000 is the top number. 20% of that goes to management. So we're down to like what, 550? From 550, 200,000 of that goes to taxes. Yep. Just the way it goes. Yep. Now we're down to 330. After the 330K, you have your expenses. I have a team now. So it's like lawyer, accountant, therapist. It's insane. But at the end of the day, I still pocketed like probably around $300,000. I'm 28 years old and I went from making 40K and I grew up literally dirt poor. So this is insane.
This is how much money I made as a Canadian content creator in 2024. Yes, I am Canadian. I think there's a big misconception that Canadians can't make a living off content creation and that there aren't any successful Canadian content creators. Wrong. I'm making this video because I want to set the record straight. There's so many successful Canadian content creators, you probably just don't know that they're Canadian. And yes, I still live in Canada and have no plans to ever move to the United States. Especially now, girl, what the hell? But I get it. With no creator fund and no TikTok shop, how the frig are we doing this? Sponsorships. Now, a lot of Canadians find that brands don't want to work with them because they're Canadian. Oh, the brand doesn't ship to Canada, sorry. Whatever bullshit excuse they come up with. You guys have seen my PR hauls. Every brand sends their products to me. I get products from Korea. So if a brand says, no, we don't ship to Canada, bullshit. Basically, if you have millions of followers, they'll send you anything from anywhere. So basically, brands don't want to work with Canadian content creators because they don't want to send the product to Canada. And I'm sure with the tariff war that's going on, it's going to get worse. So how can we get around this? I am signed to American management. So brands want to work with me even though I'm in Canada and I get paid in USD. So if you can, sign with an American agency. Not everyone needs an agency. You only need an agency if you are overwhelmed with the amount of deals that you are getting. Do it on your own until you literally can't anymore. Negotiate with brands, ask for more money than you think you should get.
So she was just sharing that even though the other guy was saying he made over $700,000 from his content creation, and I believe he said that does not include the creator reward program money, that's from other things. And a lot of Canadians were saying that they cannot make that money. I think she was sharing that this is how much she made so that she will encourage people and the rest. So they are making money from their content. Now, you think that they are going to change their style because some people think they might be boring, even though I find both creators are not boring, but that's my own perception of them. Another person might find them boring. I know Miss Darcy is always being attacked because she talks about Korean culture, products a lot, and people think that she's a Korea boo. So she's getting hate for that, but she's making her money and she loves the culture and she loves what she's doing. So she's going to continue to make that kind of videos or videos. and not care whether people think that she's a particular kind of way. It's the same way with the New York City influencers. If that is working for them, if they are putting up the same type of clothes and everything, and people are clicking their links to buy, and they are making thousands and thousands of dollars, why would they care about what other people are thinking per se, about whether they're boring or not? They're going to stick to their content, they're going to stick to their business model, and I cannot blame them, except you want to pay for their lifestyle, except you want to pay their bills. You cannot come up and say, oh, they should change, they are unrelatable, they're this thing. At the point where their audience is not relating to them, they will change. It's the same way people begin to attack Jackie Aina, Jackie Asamoah, about how she's being like a white lady because she is into the luxury lifestyle, and she's like black girl luxury or whatever. That is what works for her, and I feel like she has seen a difference in her income and lifestyle when she started focusing on the part of life that she liked. I know she started with makeup and she is doing both of the content, but she's focusing on her luxury lifestyle and it works for her. People coming and saying, oh, it's unrelatable to you. Personalize it. It's unrelatable to me. There are other creators that are relatable to you. You can always go and find them and support them. Watch their videos, like them, support them, do everything. But going about and saying, oh, they are boring, they are this thing. To you, there's so many things that I don't find interesting. But I see the content creators doing it. If I don't like it, I swipe up or I just mute. Honestly, I'm not going to start saying, oh, this person went to do this, it's unrelatable, is that they are feeling this. I don't think it's necessary, and I don't think that people dragging or calling them out is really necessary. It's not something that people should spend a lot of time on. Apparently, some of the New York City influencers came out and was saying, oh, people are jealous and this, and it could be. People can be jealous, but I don't know. I don't think it was necessary to call out people and say they could be jealous, even though, yes, people could be jealous and that they've not hacked that. But it is what it is for people. People are doing all they can to survive. And I'm not going to blame anybody for finding a formula that works for them. Now, if they get to a point where they don't want to continue to do that, but they have to do that kind of content, it might be detrimental to them. And in such cases, I would say that they can do 80% of what people want to see and 20% of what they want. I saw a creator actually say that she was doing a lot of content of what people wanted, and it felt like she was in a rat race. And so she now decided to split her content. So she does 80% of what people want, what she knows would do well, so that she can get the money to pay the bills and do a lot of things. And then she will do 20% of what she wants, so that she doesn't feel like she's losing herself to the rat race. And I think that is a great idea. There's some videos that I do because I want to do it, but I know it's not going to do well. I know as I'm doing it, as I'm editing it, as I'm uploading, it's not going to do well. Even though quite a lot of my videos nowadays, I don't know what's going on. But some videos I know that they're not going to do well because that's not what the algorithm will pick up. But I like it, and I don't want to get to a point where I'm doing videos just to please the algorithm, and I'm doing videos just to get the numbers. So I think if they ever get to that point where they feel like they want to change, they are free to change, they are free to split it. But nobody that is earning thousands of dollars or millions of dollars is going to change their content drastically just to please a small set of people who are saying their content is boring. It's unrealistic to expect people to change like that when you're earning thousands and thousands and millions of dollars from the boring content? I don't think that is practical. Anyway, that is my thoughts about this whole conversation. I don't know what you guys think about it. Do you think that the creator that said New York City influencers are boring was right, or do you think she was wrong? Do you think that a video was that much of a big deal to necessitate her getting fired from her job? I would love to hear what you think about the discourse. So please leave your comment in the comment section so that we can get this discussion popping. Now, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you are not yet subscribed and you like videos such as this, please consider subscribing by clicking on the red button that says subscribe. And don't forget to click on the bell notification icon by the side so that you're notified anytime I upload videos. Now, with all that said, thank you so much for watching. I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.